want to do tonight is we want to be in a position that we answer everyone's questions, and so at the time you leave here, that there are no questions that are unanswered. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the relationship that Wallace Virgili has with the city of Joplin. Wallace Virgili, our firm, I've been involved in real estate development for roughly 30 years. And going back to the early 80s, being involved in real estate development on the private sector, and then during the mid-80s formed a partnership with the Thatcher family from the United Kingdom, and then became Lady Thatcher's chief of staff in 1990 when she stepped down from being Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and did that up until about 1996. What that experience taught me was that in the United Kingdom with British Gas, British Telecom, British Coal, a number of what were public sector businesses at the time, I saw how the public and the private sector truly can work well together. And it truly helped both the public and the private sector to basically have a good business proposition. Around the year 2000, I decided to run for mayor of the city of Sugar Land, Texas, which is about 22 miles southwest of Houston. And literally within the first 30 days of being elected mayor, I sat down with our city manager and I said, you know, if there's a private sector company out there that can do our job quicker, faster, cheaper, better than us, let's reach to the private sector and use private sector capital, ingenuity, economies of scale, so that we can drive the taxes down for our citizens living here. And we did that. And we were very aggressive as it relates to water, wastewater, solid waste disposal. But then we also moved into real estate development. We looked at it from the standpoint of what did we want to be when we grew up. No different than what the city of Joplin is going through. No different than the CART leadership basically coming together saying, these are the assets that we are looking for in our community. And so in the city of Sugar Land, we basically did that. We put together a master plan, and then we reached out to the private sector and said, we are willing to partner with the private sector to do this type of development. Again, using private sector capital, ingenuity, economies of scale, efficiency, to drive the taxes down. The city of Sugar Land sitting here today has the second lowest tax rate in the state of Texas. And that's not a coincidence. It's because the private and the public sector came together to basically move forward. And that's exactly what the leadership in the city of Joplin has done. It basically has put together an overall plan that was developed by the citizens through the CART findings as to what this community wanted to be, not just for the next 5 years, but literally for the next 100 years. And then the leadership here in the city reached out and put together an RFP, a request for proposal, to bring in a master developer to partner with the city. And at the time that we responded with the master development, we basically put together co-development partners that were bringing about $1 billion of private sector capital to the city of Joplin for us to be able to move forward in connection with this development. We've continued to work with the leadership here. We've continued to work with the citizens to come up with what the community truly wants. And one of the things that the leadership here said was that we will leave all finance tools on the table. And we'll basically come to a conclusion as to how we'll use all of these finance tools, whether it's private sector or public sector, and as we work on this development to move forward. TIF financing is one of those public sector finance tools. And I want to describe what it is. But I've heard some questions that have already come up in connection with what TIF is. And I'm going to say this probably 20 times tonight. A TIF, even though it has the word tax increment finance, it is not a new tax. It is not something that increases your taxes to the citizens that are here. It is a way that we can build a building, build a development, and the taxes that we would be paying in the future, taxes that aren't even being paid today, those taxes that are paid in the future, we can basically use that revenue stream to help finance these projects to basically move forward. What you have probably seen in the newspaper is we have initially rolled out about 19 projects, the initial projects. They represent about $800 million of value, $800 million of capital coming to the city of Joplin to basically build these projects. those are projects that we basically have capital secured. We know who our co-development partners are. We know much about those projects, but we just have not started to move forward from a construction standpoint.